Hey guys, I'm going to go over the Finity comp plan real quick and show you guys exactly how this bad boy works. And let me get this. Show everybody exactly how this works and why people are so excited about our comp plan. It's pretty amazing. So we have three different ways that most people will get started. We have $249. We have $499, $999. The difference between all of the ways to come on board is going to be the amount of product that you get. I'm sure you can appreciate when we're talking about sampling, because when most people try our coffee, they immediately want to get more. So the more product you have to sample, the quicker you can build your business. So if somebody says, hey, do you want to build your business fast or slow? Most people will opt for more product. So where you can build your business faster, because sampling is everything. So guys, we have three different ways that we get paid. We have fast starts, we have retail, and we have our monthly auto ship program. So in this scenario, you can see that we're going to pay at least 20% on everything that you do. So what that means is that if you come on board or you enroll someone at $249, you're making $50. $499, $100, $999, $200. So it's really simplistic to figure out, how do I make my investment back? All you have to do, whatever kit that you come in on, go get 5 people to do the exact same thing. You've already made your investment back. It's really simple. So guys, let me show you how this works. Let's just say, for instance, this is you. And we already talked about there's 3 ways to get paid. Well, there's also a couple different ways to make residual income. When I break down the way that this works, it really is mind-blowing. So let's just say, for instance, you bring on partner number 1. When you bring in your first person, they're going to give you a check match of 22% on whatever their residual income is. How does residual income work? Residual income comes from their monthly auto ship, as well as whatever fast starts that they do. That's going to be a one-time, but that's how you figure out what your actual number is. So fast starts can include in that, as well as any of your monthly auto ship program kits, right? So in this example, let's just say, for instance, if someone does, well, first I'll explain how retail works. The way retail works is it's a differential income. That's why we say at least 20%, because on the retail side, you actually get paid more. So let's just use Dose as an example, which is our Xanthamax Happy Pill, as well as the coffee together. We call it Dose because it releases dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. If somebody does Dose, it's going to cost them $99. Well, on the map, for the same product on your auto ship, it's $80. So on their first month, they're going to pay you the differential between $99 and $80, which is $19. So guys, if somebody's buying a bunch of different products separately, or if they bought the same products in Dose separately, if they got the stick bag and the Xanthamax, it's around $125. So you'd make the difference on 80 and 125, which is $45. So retail pays a differential. MAP pays on a Dose, you're going to get paid 80. So guys, that's just the difference. The first month is the differential, which is the $19. So guys, when you bring in person number 1, let's just call person number 1 Sue. And in this example, I'm going to use customer volume as an example. Say, for instance, over time, Sue goes out there and signs up a bunch of customers. Let's just call it 50 customers at a $100 MAP order. Sue is making $1,000. Sue is happy. Well, guess what? So are you, because you're going to get paid 22% of whatever Sue's check is. So it's $220 in this example. Let's just say, for instance, you bring on board Dave. Dave goes out there. He gets a bunch of customers. He's making $1,000 a month. Well, now you're getting paid 44% on not only Sue, but also Dave. When you bring in person number 3, Now the computer's going to find your best two. So it's going to go whoever has the highest residual check, it's going to pick your best two. Then now, on your best two, you're getting paid 66%. We're going to pay 66% of whatever your best two's check is. When you bring in person number 4, now we're going to pay you 88% on your best two. Guys, when you bring in person number 5, now we're going to pay you 110% on your best two. So guys, what figures your best two? You have to think about how we get paid. We get paid on residual income. So whoever's biggest check is, whatever their biggest residual check is, that's who you're going to check match. And in this example, we're just going to use Sue and Dave. But guys, you can build out as many teams as you want in our comp plan. You can have 10 teams, 20 teams, 30 teams. It does not matter. You're going to get paid on your top two a check match of 110%. So let's look at what does that 110% look like and where does that money come from? Well, guys, their income right here, it's called coded. And they're coded to the upline. Just like I'm going to show you on 3, 4, and 5, I'm going to show you how this works because on your 3, 4, and 5 legs, you're getting paid 20%. So I'm team 3, team 4, team 5, team 6, team 7, it doesn't really matter. Whoever your top two are, you're check matching already 110%. But where does that 110% come from? It comes from the 3s, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, 7, and 8s, 20%, as well as personal volume. So what does that look like? It looks like, let's just say, for instance, we're just going to use one customer as an example. They get one customer at $100. They're making $20. Guess what? You're also making $20. But you're also going to get paid 20% on your 3, 4s, and 5s, best 1 and 2s, down to unlimited depth. We call this comp plan Finity because it pays you infinitely down in depth on everyone's best two. So in this scenario, their best two, and their best two, and their best two, and their best two. I mean, it just keeps going down and down and down on everyone's best two, down to infinity. It's everyone's best two, their best two, and their best two, and their best two. So you're getting paid 20% on their personal production, their fast starts. So if they make $100, you make $100. And that goes for their best two, and their best two, and their best two, just like this, down to infinity. Why is that? Because the best two are coded to you, okay? Just like your best two are coded to your sponsor. So their best two, your best two are coded to your sponsor. Their best two are coded to you, which means you still get a check match on your best two. So whatever their residual income is, where does their residual income come from? It comes from their personal production, and they get paid the same way you do. So it's on their 3s, their 4s, and their 5s, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't really matter how big they build. You're getting paid on the 3, 4s, and 5s of your best two. That's where their income comes from, their best 3, 4s, and 5s, and then their best two and their best two down to infinity, just like I drew out over here. So guys, that's where the residual income comes from. It comes from the 3s, 4s, and 5s of your best two, as well as your 3, 4s, and 5s down to infinity. So that is the way that this comp plan works. So when we duplicate that, what happens is when you help your 5 go get their 5, for every person you help go get their 5, you break down another level of check match on the second page of our comp plan. And what that means is that you're going to get a check match of 22% of whatever their check is. So 22% is really 22% of their 20%, which comes out to be 4.4%. So to make things easy, we're going to call this $4 on a $100 sale. So how does this work? You're going to get paid $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4 for every customer and every promoter that has a $100 Smart Ship program. You're getting paid $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, and on the 4% of the fast starts, same thing. So you're getting paid 4% on everything on your level ones. Now you're also going to get, so you've already gotten paid on your level, on your best two, but this check match is going to pay you now on their 3, 4s, and 5s, and all of your 3, 4s, and 5s, 3, 4s, and 5s. So you're getting a check match on all your 3, 4s, and 5s, 5 levels down. If everyone got, if 5 people in your organization, you could have 10, but if 5 of them go out and get 5, you're going to break down a check match on 5 levels deep, and you're going to get paid $4, $4, $4, $4. Guys, if you duplicate this 5 levels down, just on your level 5, you're check matching around 2,000 people. 2,000 people on whatever their customer volume is, whatever their residual check is, you're getting paid 22% of the 20, which is 4.4%, $4, $4, $4 of 2,000 people on level 5. So how do we qualify for this? 1, you go get your 5 to get your check match over here. Then you help them go get their 5 to get the check match 5 levels down. But on this, you need 80 PV, which is personal volume, to get this check match. To get your level 1 and level 2 check match, you need 160. To get your level, basically to max out the comp plan, I'm just going to use the top, which is $240 in PV. It's personal volume. That means your personal auto ship, your personal orders, as well as customers, right? That's going to count as your PV. So in your back office, you're going to always want to make sure that you look at your PV, and if you want to max out as you're starting to build the team, look, at first, all you need is the 80, but if it starts to duplicate 4 and 5, 6 levels down, you want to make sure that you have 240 to maximize the comp plan. Guys, it pays for itself because what you're going to make on the check match is going to pay for your 240. And if you're building a business, you're going to want to make sure that you have enough product to be able to go out there and sample and share with other people. Because again, why do people do the large kit? Most people don't want to build fast. They want to have a lot of products where they can sample because the product does most of the work for you. So guys, in this scenario right here, if this person's making 1,000 and this person's making 1,000, you're making $2,200 residual income. Guys, in the bank at 6% interest, you would need over $400,000 in the bank to make that kind of money residually. It would be well over $400,000 because let's face it, no banks are paying 6%. Banks are paying a very small percentage right now. So you'd have to have probably close to $1 million to be able to get the kind of residual income that you can leverage very quick. So guys, this is the roll out money. When you have to roll out of bed and go sign up customers and enroll promoters, that's roll out money. But this right here and the residual is roll over money. So whether you roll out of bed or roll over in bed, you're still getting paid. It just gets crazy, the kind of income that we have here. If you take the same numbers and put it into any normal unilevel or binary compensation plan, the numbers do not match up to what you get in this Finity comp plan. That's why people are so fired up about this. We're seeing people with checks that are absolutely amazing for the amount of volume that they have. It's absolutely mind-blowing. So guys, that is our whole comp plan. Make sure that you have $240 in PV if you started to build a team and that you've helped all your 5 get their 5. You want to make sure that you have the 240. And if you don't, you want to make sure that you have at least 80 PV because without the 80 PV, you do not receive a check. So let's be very clear about that. So guys, this is our Finity comp plan. That's the way that it works. By the way, we have one-time bonuses where they're going to pay you out when you hit a rank and hit it 2 months in a row. They're going to pay you out these big bonuses all the way up to over $250,000 in bonuses. Plus, we have up to $3,300 in our lifestyle bonuses that you will get paid on a monthly basis by hitting certain ranks. If you don't understand that part, it's fine. If you don't have your 5 and they have their 5, then you don't have to worry about that. But with that, guys, this is the Finity comp plan, and that is how simplistic this thing is, and it pays out in a big, big way. Everybody have an awesome day.